Do you guys still remember this guy I met the other day while I was feeding people on the street, and he was eating bread, rotten bread from the waste bin, and then I brought him food? Yes. Now, at the end of this video, I promise you, you will not recognize this guy, because we've gone through a lot of transformation, and this didn't take 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. This took a lot of conversation, a lot of therapy. In fact, everybody called him a madman until this transformation. I hope you guys are patient enough to watch till the end. On this particular day, I and my crew revisited him after I promised him I was gonna come back. So I started off with prayer as usual. For me, prayer is everything, and we decided to commit everything in the hands of God. So I made the first cut, although I came with a professional female barber. So I did the first cut and handed over the scissors to her so that she can finish up with the cutting. So she did a good job with cutting of the hair, and he did a very good job cooperating by not resisting or giving us any issue. In fact, his cooperation was 100 over 100. I wasn't expecting that he would cooperate like that, given that he's not completely mentally stable. A lot of people started joining in and were asking questions like, why is this madman getting a haircut? Some people were really happy because they've never seen anything like that. Anybody within that area receiving this kind of care, while some other people were just asking out of curiosity. It is also important to note that he's not completely unstable, because sometimes he talks normally and sometimes he just switch it up. So yeah, but he gave us that maximum cooperation, which made it very easy for us to do the cleaning up for him. At this point, people just kept joining us and the numbers kept increasing. I'm sure some of them are not used to community services like that, which made it very interesting. But yes, it was going on well. Now we went from having full dreadlocks to having low cuts, and the process is still ongoing. At this point, it was just like we've achieved the second half of what we came to do today, and everybody was just excited and happy with the way he cooperated. Some passerbys were making funny comments like, Jasmine, you get mind though. What if this man bites you now? Wait till you go talk. But yeah, it's all good because being prepared with a whole team. Now look at this. There's starting to be changes. Look at his face. He's looking much different from when we came and when we started this journey, right? Can you guys see the change, or I am just over exaggerating things? Thanks to this beautiful, amazing, young, talented female barber, because not everyone will accept to do this job. At this point, I couldn't wait for the barbing to finish because I had a lot on my timeline I want to do with this young man, and I was so excited because I know at the end of the day there is going to be a whole lot of transformation, and I was just too excited about it. Getting a low cut was really difficult because the hair was too dirty and sticky at the same time, and these are the people who came around. Oh my god, what is going on here? So I started asking him questions like, do you know your family members? Where are you from? Apparently he could barely remember things, not even sure he remembers his name, because the answer he gave now is going to be different from the answer he gives the next minute. So as we're posting this video, I expect you guys to kindly share so that the family member could either locate him through this video and know where he is. Also asked him questions like, what would he like to do? Would he like to work? He said he knows how to mold blocks and do bricklayer's job, and I offered to help him get a job in a construction company, if to either mold blocks or stuff like that. But unfortunately, he's currently not mentally very stable, because this minute he's sounding like yes, this is exactly what he's saying, and the next minute he's saying the opposite, which made it very difficult for me to understand what he really wants. My intentions are, after getting him properly dressed up, I would look for a good psychiatric hospital to check him in with, to see how good his mental health is, so we could talk further about getting him a job. Now we're almost done with the haircut, and I was just too impatient to wait, because I had a lot on my timeline to do for him today. Well, everything is looking fabulously beautiful at this moment. The hair is giving what it's supposed to give, and then we started getting ready to go rent a hotel room for him where he can have a proper shower, because he told us he hasn't had shower for a very long time. In fact, for so many years he couldn't even remember the last time he had a shower. So we decided to lodge him in a hotel room so that he can get a shower, and then we can proceed to the salon where he can get his final hair styling and dye. So I offered food for him to eat and gain enough energy to start up the day. Here we go. This is my team. The rest of them are people following me behind to see the magic I was about to create. Firstly, we proceeded to an open market, get clothes for him to wear, because I was unsure if the boutiques would let him in. So we finally got something he actually liked. Let me also add that he's very picky, because he had to select the outfit he wanted himself. Then we saw a boutique nearby, and we decided to step into the boutique to add up some more clothes for him to change into. So I allowed him to do the shopping himself and pick the things he actually likes, because I noticed he's very picky and he also had a good taste for clothes. Yeah, so he went around inside the boutique and actually picked the few things he liked, which afterwards I made payment, and yes, we proceeded to where he was going to get his shoes and innerwears. After getting few things from this boutique, we went straight ahead to get shoes from other places, and afterwards we were headed straight to the hotel where he will be lodging to have his shower, at least have a shower for the first time in so many years. Yeah, so we just got to the hotel and he had his shower and he was out looking like a piece of cake. No, looking like fresh baked bread. We went to Nana's salon here in Lekki, and he had other professional barbers trying to style the hair and dye it so that it will look very clean and classy. So while that was happening, I was just like dancing and entertaining, so it won't be boring. Yeah, so I just had a second look at him and I'm like, oh my god, is it the same person? Because right now he's looking all changed and transformed, and barely anybody will recognize him. And then I started complimenting him. I told him how much better he looked from when we met him. Guess what he said? He said, and I never even rub Vaseline. If I rub Vaseline, I go come find past this one. Yes, he has a great sense of humor. Before I forget, then we started doing some picture time, trying to take pictures with him. Look, you guys, I'm so excited. Like the transformation, the switch. If you see this guy on the road now and he tried to toast you, will you say no? Of course you would. But if you have seen him initially before the haircut and he tries to come close to you, you will stone him. You say, who is this madman? And if we hadn't had that haircut, there was no way we were going to walk into Black Belt like that without being stopped by the security. But here's the little transformation that has happened in couple of hours. We were able to walk into Black Bell and order our food to eat. And when we got done eating, we decided to take pictures and dance. Oh my god, he was so happy, he was so happy. So yes, we had a good conversation. Not so good because yeah, he switched it up sometime, but I mean the little time we spent was really really good. So I talked to him about checking in a psychiatric hospital, getting an apartment, and all of that. So we later concluded we were going back to the hotel where he will lodge until I'm able to arrange one or two things for him. So I did lodge him in a hotel and paid for 2 days. So the next morning, I called an agent to start looking for an accommodation where he would stay. The moment we got the accommodation, I rushed back to the hotel to let him know that I found a place for him to stay. But unfortunately, I was told he didn't even sleep at the hotel. He went back to the street where we picked him from. And that really broke my heart. So I went back there to see him to find out why he left the place, and he was unstable. So I talked to the people there to help me get a way to see if we can take him to the hospital at least to help him get back stable. And this is where we are right now. So I'm hoping this ends up well. I'm hoping we're able to get him to the right hospital that will help him reason better, because he has a good reasoning, good sense of humor, just that he is not fully stable. And I really want him to be better. I don't want him to remain back in the streets. Also, I'm hoping his family will be able to find him through this video, because it's obvious he can't even remember anything from his family or where he is from. And I think he's handsome. Thank you guys for watching, and God bless you. If you have any information on hospitals that can help him get better, get stable, yes, please do not hesitate to drop it on the comment section. Still believe strongly that if he gets all the right help he needs, that he won't be a waste on the street. He will be useful to our society. I believe he deserves a second chance. So here's how you help me save him. Share this video until he gets all the right contacts and help he needs.